Hey everyone, David Soliver here of the Taxes Saved team. Thanks for joining us for another successful week of Taxes Saved Case of the Week. This was another fun one. This is where we're doing some strategic Roth conversion. We're doing some IRMA, income related Medicare adjustment planning. We're doing some legacy planning here. And more importantly, and most importantly, we're creating a great cash flowing, revenue positive business. And we're also saving them a magnitude of taxes greater than what their capital outlay is. So hopefully you see that theme. If you want to see more of that theme or if any of that interests you, please reach us at taxessaved.com. You can find more case studies of the week just like this that we'll hop into. So this week, this client is a married filing jointly couple out of the state of Maryland. They actually just started working with us. We've just started their planning process. But here, now that we've done their planning process, what we're starting to get implemented and how we're going to save them tax and how much we're going to Roth convert. As always, everyone's scenario is very different. So again, if this is of interest, we offer a free tax discovery meeting with the Taxes Save team, me and some of my team members, and see how we can best serve you. Everyone's situations and circumstances, tax-wise, are always very different. That said, this is a fun one though. This one, we're not looking at some crazy, super high estate, but this is someone that's kind of fed up with having to work the 9 to 5. They're in medical device sales and they're turning and burning. It's a hard industry to be in. He's been in it long term. So they're 64. This client's 64 years old, and he has $410,000 in his tax deferred buckets. Right? He's got some other assets, but this is kind of where he wants to start drawing some income, and he's actually got some family he wants to help acquire some real estate and things like that as well. So, a little background on them, but here we go. We'll go ahead and hop right in as we always do. I'll go ahead and share my screen and we'll pull up our calculator here and begin. So, with what you're seeing on the screen here, give a second to share. Right here, you're seeing our tax calculator. And so this client's income, like I said, they're in medical device sales, right now is $180,000 of income per year. Recently just structured is from W-2 to a 1099 income, and we help them optimize that with an S corp. But I don't want to get too far into that detail. What we did really in magnitude was this client, right? We wanted to do some Roth conversion for have some tax-free retirement income. We also wanted to get some more of their last income working year income tax down as well. So they chose a great strategy, being a construction short-term equipment leasing business with a great publicly traded company. It's been going on 13 years now. It's cash flow positive. But here we get to leverage great commercial financing for acquiring this full equipment. We're using Section 179 or 168K, which is now at 100% bonus depreciation. And so you can see here, right now, the scenario played out, their income was 180 grand of income. But what did we do? We also did in their planning, they wanted to do 205,000, so half of what they had in tax deferred balance. We converted this year as well, making their income this what you see on the screen 385 grand. So 205 plus 180 is where this 385 came from. Like I said, state of Maryland, so they have some state tax. They're gonna pay, they don't do anything, 91,000, basically 92 grand fed in state tax. Well, they outlaid in the strategy, what that you see here, 30 grand, finance the rest. All the financing's covered through the revenue through the business, plus they're making 10% per year profit on the down payment itself. But the big thing here is even though they outlaid 30, they got a $300,000 deduction. So 290% return on tax savings alone. They saved about $89,200 in taxes like you see here, right? Where they also save because of their ages is something we get into a lot of our clients of kind of these other government gotchas. And this one being IRMA, income-related Medicare adjustments. Or what you see here is monthly adjusted amounts for Medicare for Part B and D. So because their income was between 322 and 386, they were going to pay Part B and D about $12,000 per year. Now, because their income's under 206, 212, we're only facing about $4,100, $4,200. So they're saving about 8 grand in additional taxes that would get sucked out of their Social Security 2 years from now for the reported income if they didn't have a strategy in 2028. So the big win, right? To outlay 30 grand to save about 89,000 between IRMA and just first year tax savings is a big win. To have a cash flow business that's covering our loan and meeting revenue and creating cash flow positive in the portfolio, win number two. And then win number three is what you're seeing here. Every dollar we convert today, as you see here, 10 years from now, if this money were to grow tax deferred at 8%, we'd be paying $2.16 to convert what we can convert for a dollar today. This is, folks, the power of compounding interest. A lot of clients ask us, Davis, am I starting too late or am I starting too soon? When's the best time to start this type of proactive Roth conversion tax planning? The answer, folks, is simple. It's, as you see here, compounding interest is not on our side in tax deferred, but it is if we can control it in today's tax rates to not have the tax future growth risk of these accounts, the tax rate risk of these accounts, and legislative risk of the rules changing on what we can even do to Roth convert. So you can see, right, by the time they're age 90, right, we're looking at basically $7 and 40 cents of what that would be, what we'd have to pay to convert that many years from now. So, plus they're leaving a huge legacy impact, right? No tax to their heirs because we've converted everything typically over a 2-year fashion, like we will probably for these clients. But that's this week's, folks. If this is of interest for you, right? If you're looking to take serious and you're concerned, right? Another pro we have right now is market uncertainty with the war, right? Maybe your accounts are down and we can take advantage of that and convert at a lower basis where we believe those accounts long term will have a higher upside in this type of planning. So we strongly encourage you to reach out again at taxsafe.com. Later we get in the year, the busier we get, but it would be a pleasure to see how we can help you with your circumstances. And like I said, the sooner the better and the value we can provide, especially around Roth conversion and mitigating quarterlies or changing withholdings and these type of deductions throughout the year. We look forward to seeing you there, and we hope we can be of service to you in the future. Again, for more case studies, you can go to our YouTube page at taxessave.com or reach us directly if you would like some help in your own complimentary discovery meeting at taxessave.com. Thank you, and have a great rest of your week.